We grow older. Brutal, I know. Inside ourselves is the same self that we've carried our whole lives, every version, every phase. We often talk about the inner child as a mode of healing, emphasizing the nature of childhood as one of progress through perceivable triumphs and disappointment. Disappointments and triumphs are a generalization, of course, but childhood and all of our hurts can be summed up by the series of realizations that we have about the world and which shape our narratives into adulthood. Not always regressive, but also not always helpful. Because of this, I've been thinking a lot about how children show up in the world and the way we present youth as students to the mysteries of adult life. In some ways, but not all, we use the weight of inexperience against our children, and we pretend that the years between us and them have awarded adults some sort of canonical know how. We view children as in the dark, with only time allowing illumination and resolution. We tell ourselves the questions that we have in our childhood would be answered, and some of them are. And still, we grow older, our questions shift, our perceptions widen, but our curiosities and our opportunities to encounter the unknown reemerge in different ways. We expect that eventually we'll come to know enough, or that we've done the necessary learning to get us where we need to go. We close our minds to our imaginations. We'll make decisions about how the world functions, we confine our possibilities to match. We make these decisions based on our experiences, and we let them inform our daily lives. Subconsciously, we abandon the role of the student that we still occupy. We grant ourselves authority based on time alone. There are facets of our youth that remain universal themes throughout our entire lives. Namely, we are never straying the path of first times, and we are continuously learning and approaching new places, people, and scenarios. Even in monotonous times, it is still our first time being alive that day, in that way, in that moment. Many of us feel exhausted in our adulthood, deprived of the act of co creating that fueled us in our younger years. The exhaustion can in part be attributed to the organization of our late stage capitalistic system, and in part our disconnection from play as adults. And funny enough, both of those things are also connected. I believe a lot of the resistance we feel could be linked to the reality that this learning about the world doesn't actually end, and despite our parents' promises, the mysteries of adulthood, while slowly revealed, are never fully opened for examination, and it wasn't for them either. So maybe the seemingly innate tension of adulthood is in part due to the way we expect a clean and quintessential adult life, one where we know what we're doing and how we're doing it. As we get older, our ability to recognize the depth of unknowns is only more present, and our capacities for coping with the widening gap between what we know and what we perceive ourselves to know widens. Still, we cannot fathom this list of factors that exist beyond our scope. And still, we continue to fool our children out of their state of learning and into the fully formed adult child that is both certain of most and curious of none. This is all to say that we have, in some ways, done two things. First, we have squandered and diminished the validity and strength of our children's approach to the world, not necessarily their unique person, but we've closed our minds to the methods that our children use to navigate the unknown with joy and curiosity, and of course, sometimes fear. We abandon these traits despite how well they have served us. Second, we tell our children, and at one point we're told ourselves, that adulthood is the answer to our questions, that time reveals answers, which is true, without also revealing questions, which is not true. Rather than maintaining the mentality that we are infinitely students vulnerable in learning, we have made it much harder to meet our own expectations and maintain genuine curiosity in the present moment. At some point, we decide we know better. We allow the ebbs and flows of life to confirm our suspicions. Life sucks, humans suck too, and our lives now have nothing more to them than what our underfed adult imaginations can provide. But for a moment, consider that first time concept. You are here right now. You sit with the depth of your experience as a new person. This person has not existed before right now. They won't exist for much longer. Remain curious and compassionate. This is your first time approaching this moment. Approach your day with the wonderment that comes with your newness. Allow yourself to remain open to new perceptions. Hold hands with a tree, taste water as you drink it. How does the sun feel today? How do you feel today? Like learning to walk, really take the time to find your footing. Be intentional. Sit with sensations as they show up. Childhood never ends. Learn from the genuine curiosity and presence children use to explore the world as it is. You can explore it too.